Hello, everyone, and welcome to Think Twist. I'm so glad you're here today because we were going to talk about something incredibly important: your digital safety. Now, if your phone's battery seems to be draining faster than usual, or you're getting all sorts of weird pop-ups and messages, it's easy to dismiss it as just technology being annoying. But I'm here to tell you, it could be something much more serious. Scammers are getting smarter, and they're specifically targeting our generation with something I call Ghost. This is sneaky software that can track your location, monitor your calls, and even steal your personal information without you ever knowing it's there. It's a scary thought, but the good news is, you have the power to stop them. Today, I'm going to walk you through, step by step, the 3 most important settings you must check and flip right now to lock these scammers out of your phone for good. So, grab your phone, get comfortable, and let's secure your digital life together. First things first, let's talk about that battery drain. It's one of the biggest red flags. If you used to get a full day out of your phone and now you're barely making it to lunchtime, something is likely running in the background. Ghostware is constantly working, sending your data back to the scammers, and that uses a lot of power. Another huge sign is your phone getting unusually warm, even when you're not using it. A little warmth during a long call or while charging is normal. But if you pick it up off the coffee table and it feels toasty, that's a warning. It means the processor is working overtime, and it could be due to malicious software. And what about those strange I'm not just talking about the usual ads. I mean bizarre warnings that your phone has a virus, or messages claiming you've won a prize from a contest you never entered. These are designed to trick you into clicking a link that installs even more harmful software. Never, ever click on them. Just close the window immediately. Now, let's get into the practical steps. The first setting we need to tackle is app permissions. Think of your phone like your home. You wouldn't give a stranger a key that lets them into every single room, would you? The same goes for your apps. Many apps ask for permissions they don't actually need to function. A simple game doesn't need access to your microphone or your contacts list. So, let's do a permission audit. If you have an iPhone, go to your settings, then scroll down and tap on Privacy and Security. Here you'll see a list of things like location services, contacts, microphone, and camera. Tap on each one. You'll see a list of all the apps that have requested access. Go through this list carefully. If you see an app that has access to, say, your microphone, and you can't think of a single reason why it would need it, turn that permission off. Be ruthless. If in doubt, switch it off. The app will ask you for permission again if it truly needs it for a specific function. For my friends on Android, the process is very similar. Go to your settings, find apps, and then look for Permission Manager or App Permissions. It works the same way. You can see which apps have access to your camera, location, and so on. Take your time and go through each category. You might be shocked at what you find. A weather app doesn't need to read your text messages. A flashlight app definitely doesn't need to know your location. Turn off anything that looks suspicious or unnecessary. This is your first line of defense. Alright, great job on that first step. Now for the second critical setting. Location services. This is a big one. While it's useful for maps or finding a restaurant near you, it can also be used to track your every move. Scammers can use this information to learn your daily routine, find out where you live, where you shop, and when you're not home. That's a frightening level of invasion. We need to lock this down. On an iPhone, go back to Settings, then Privacy and Security, and tap on Location Services. At the very top, you have the option to turn it off completely. Now, this can be a bit inconvenient if you use GPS for driving. So, a better approach is to manage it on an app-by-app basis. Scroll down the list of apps. For each one, you'll see options like Never Ask, Next Time, while using the app, and sometimes always. My strong recommendation is to set as many apps as possible to Never, for apps you trust and need location for, like a navigation app or a weather app. Choose while using the app. This means they can only see your location when you have the app open and are actively using it. The one you want to avoid almost entirely is always on an Android phone. Head to Settings, and then find Location. Just like on the iPhone, you can turn it off entirely. Or you can go into App Permissions for location and manage each app individually. The principle is the same. Grant location access sparingly. Choose Allow only while using the app whenever you can. This simple change makes it much, much harder for anyone to build a profile of your movements. Okay, that's 2 down, 1 to go. You're doing fantastically. This last one is about shutting the door before the scammers can even knock. We're going to disable pop-ups and ad tracking. These are the primary ways Ghostwire gets onto your phone in the first place. Let's start with your web browser. Most of us use Safari on iPhone or Chrome on Android. For iPhone users, go to Settings, then scroll down and find Safari. In the Safari settings, look for the option that says Block Pop-ups and make sure the switch is green or turned on. Right below that, you should see an option called Prevent Cross-Site Tracking. Make sure that is turned on as well. This stops advertisers and potentially malicious actors from following you from one website to another, learning your habits. For Android users using Chrome, open the Chrome app. Tap the 3 little dots in the top right corner to open the menu, and then tap on Settings. From there, go to Site Settings, and then tap on Pop-ups and Redirects. Make sure this is blocked, then go back 1 step and find ads. Tap on that and make sure the switch is off, which will block intrusive or misleading ads. But we can go 1 step further. Both Apple and Google have a system-wide ad tracking setting. On an iPhone, go to Settings, then Privacy and Security, and then Tracking. At the top, you'll see a switch for Allow Apps to request to track. I recommend turning this off. This will automatically tell every new app you install not to track your activity across other companies' apps and websites. On Android, go to Settings, then Google, then Ads. Here you'll find an option to delete advertising ID. This is a great thing to do, periodically. It's like clearing your tracks. It makes it harder for advertisers and data brokers to build a detailed profile about you. So, to recap our 3 major steps. First, we did a full audit of our app permissions, turning off access to the camera, microphone, and contacts for any app that doesn't need it. Second, we took control of our location services, making sure apps can't track us 24/7. And third, we blocked pop-ups and limited ad tracking to stop malicious software at the source. By doing these 3 things, you have significantly hardened your phone against scammers and anyone trying to snoop on your life. It might seem like a lot, but taking these 15 minutes right now can save you from a world of trouble down the road, from financial loss to a complete invasion of your privacy. Remember, your phone is a powerful tool, but it's your tool. You control it, not the other way around. Don't be afraid of the technology. Be empowered by knowing how to use it safely. Stay vigilant. If an email or text message looks suspicious, it probably is. Don't click on links from unknown senders, and keep your phone's operating system updated, as these updates often contain critical security patches. Thank you so much for joining me today and for taking your digital security seriously. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends or family who might benefit from this information. Let's look out for one another. Subscribe for more tips on how to stay safe and savvy in this digital world. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.